In San Francisco, the push to change the name of San Francisco International Airport to commemorate slain activist Harvey Milk has run into turbulence. Don Orozco has more.
Good evening, Alma. Good evening, Bam. This is the San Francisco International Airport. This is historically the point of entry of most Filipinos immigrating here in the United States. It can also be noted that every day, about 500 to 600 immigrants fly back to Manila, Philippines to rejoin their family and loved ones. And as I stand here behind the long lines of our kababayans in the check-in counter of the Philippine Airlines. The biggest issue surrounding the San Francisco airport today is the struggle over the renaming of the San Francisco's airport for slain gay rights pioneer Harvey Milk. Airport spokesman Doug Yakel has announced on Tuesday nominees to a committee on defining rules for a name change. Though the choice of renaming San Francisco International Airport would be left to voters if the proposal gets that far, San Francisco Airport's governing body has decided to create naming policies. The 9-member committee will be a mix of business, airport, and city officials, and one nominee is drawn from a gay and lesbian affairs group. The nominees still have to be confirmed by San Francisco's overseeing body, the Airport Commission. A vote and public hearing is slated for April 16, according to Yakel. Some may have left today for the Philippines. While I stand here in the arrival area, another set of Filipinos come in hope of a greener pasture. And in the San Francisco issue on name change, the Filipinos here in the Bay Area will definitely have something to talk about in the days to come. Live here in the San Francisco International Airport in California, this is Don Orozco for Eagle News Evening Edition.
The historical Roman cinema in Italy closed temporarily 2 years ago, but now it'll reopen to become prime storefronts for fashion houses. Rome correspondent Mya San Vicente reports.
The Metropolitan, the historical Roman cinema that temporarily closed its doors 2 years ago, will now be gone for good. The building's new owners signed a lease to transform the facility into storefronts for 2 high-end clothing stores.
Small and medium-sized cinemas in city centers in Italy will close to open larger multiplexes on the outskirts of the large cities. First opened in 1911, Rome's Metropolitan, which had 4 screens, rolled out first-run screenings of many of the classics from the golden age of Italian cinema.
Alma, Filipinos here usually go to the cinema on weekends or when they have spare time from work. And most of the times you can spot groups of Filipinos, could be a group of friends or a family with their little kids, who watch the latest blockbuster movies or 3D animated movies.
I think it's a shame only because it's a really good cinema for all the tourists. Because some people doesn't understand Spanish or Italian. There's a big gap in it.
Yes.
So it's quite good that it's got translation in it. So, and also it's like the atmosphere that it brings, that you're in Italy and yet you're in a cinema and you can understand what they're saying.
When the cinema was closed in the final days of 2010, it sparked protests from film lovers. There was occasional speculation that it could be reopened as a cinema, but those hopes were finally dashed. Opened more than 100 years ago, the Metropolitan will be transformed into prime storefronts for Italian fashion company Fendi and US casual clothing maker Abercrombie & Fitch.
Hindi ako sang-ayon kasi nag-iisang isang sinihan dito sa sentro historiko ng Rome na nagpapalabas ng English. Maganda dahil maraming tao dyan pagka hapon papalabas ng English. Mga kliyente dyan, mga turista. Nakakapamili rin sa akin. May benta rin ako, di ba?
The Metropolitan in recent years is one of a small handful of movie houses in Rome, showing films in their original language with Italian subtitles. It was also utilized for screenings during the Rome International Film Festival. Reporting from Rome, Italy, this is Mya San Vicente for Eagle News Evening Edition. Back to you, Alma.
The Euro crisis and high unemployment have driven thousands of Spaniards across the Mediterranean to other countries like France, Germany, or Morocco in search of jobs, lower cost of living, and a better lifestyle. Ferrer reports from Madrid, Spain.
Thank you, Alma. 5 years of economic stagnation and recession have dampened many Spaniards' hopes of finding a job in their own homeland, leading them to seek opportunities and a better quality of life abroad. Frustrated by a lack of opportunities at home, Spanish youth are living in jobs. More than 280,000 left last year alone in the hope of finding jobs in countries such as Morocco, Germany, Britain, Argentina, and Venezuela. With 26% of Spaniards out of work, millions of people across the country whose work week consists of sitting at home and scoring jobs ads.
Basically, I have two types of students. Those who are fresh out of college and that due to the current job situation here in Madrid, which is very bad, they want to try and they send their resumes abroad. And for that purpose, they need to improve their English. On the other hand, I have other students who are executives or people who are managers in different companies. And these companies, they want to do business abroad. They want to establish relationships with other foreign companies. In that case, they also need to improve their English to establish this business relationship. So that's why they hire me.
Many of the unemployed share a similar profile. They are fresh out of school or university and send out resumes by the dozen, hoping an employer will take a chance on them.
Lahat kami mga estudyante ay alam namin na kapag nakatapos kami ng mga courses ay talagang makikirapan kami makahanap ng trabaho.
But more and more Spaniards are crossing the Strait of Gibraltar to start a new professional life in Morocco.
Sa totoo lang, marami akong mga kaibigan, kakilala at kamag-anak na maski nag-aral sila sa university dito o ng mga courses, vocational or languages, hindi sila nakahanap ng trabaho dito sa Spain. Kaya nag-ibang bansa sila, kaya ng France or Holland. At doon naman ay nakahanap sila agad ng trabaho.
For those who remain in Spain, however, frustrations are mounting. Analysts in Spain believe that a new wave of unemployment is about to hit the country. Reporting from Madrid, Spain, this is Ferrer reporting for Eagle News. Back to you, Alma.
Saturn's rings are not just beautiful to look at, it turns out they are also responsible for rain falling on the planet. Using data collected from the Keck Observatory in Hawaii, scientists found that the amount of ring rain when water particles fall from Saturn's rings onto the planet below is significantly more than previously thought and may be responsible for the pattern of dark bands or shadows that appear on the planet's surface. James O'Donoghue, the lead author on the paper, which appeared in Nature and a postgraduate researcher at the University of Leicester in England, told Space.com that about one Olympic-sized swimming pool of water is falling